Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about a project one of my seniors in university did called the Mochi Sock. The Mochi Sock is actually a shoe, and it is intended to be worn by people suffering from bow legs. Bow legs is when your legs actually form an O, it's not straight. And people with this disability usually suffers from stability, walking, and also just wearing shoes in general. And my senior here, he decided to make a shoe that can tackle all of those problems. So the first thing he actually did was actually make the shoe a form-fitting upper. It's a sock-like upper, like what you see in like the Nike Sock Darts or even the Balenciaga Speed Trainers. It's form-fitting. It has no laces too, so it's actually easy to put on. You just slide in your shoe. It looks like a slip-on, but still has a little bit of support because of the high top. And for the sole of the shoe, he has this really interesting traction pattern on it. The traction patterns are there to prevent any excessive wear on a certain part of the shoe, because when bow leg patients use the shoe, their pressure points are actually really different to people with normal legs. So what happens is usually at the back and on the front, the sole gets scratched off, worn off really fast. So what he did was put traction pads on them, like extra pads, so they won't wear off as fast as that. And I must say that this shoe is actually really interesting, because even though it is intended for bow leg patients, people with people without bow legs can actually still wear it comfortably. And to add to that, even on the sole, on the traction pads, he actually uses thermoplastic rubber, which actually gives an intense amount of grip to prevent any slipping to ever happen. This What I'm really focusing on is actually the sole of the shoe, because I find it really interesting. The sole actually is curved on the front and the back, and that is used to enhance the walking form and also to enhance long lastingness, because like what I mentioned earlier, usually they have their heel drag a lot, and it causes a lot of heel drag to a regular shoe, and they can't last that long because of it. However, I would still see a few flaws, I guess, in the shoe. The first thing I would like to address is actually the material itself. Even though it's already quite flexible, it's not as stretchy. I've seen the model in hand, and I think personally it's not that stretchy, and it's kinda on the thin side. So from what I can tell, it might actually rip apart really fast. So what I'm gonna do if I ever have the chance to redesign a shoe, I would actually give the upper a much more stretchier fabric material and add a heel counter. The heel counter is there to provide the support you need, and the stretchy fabric is there to actually help it go in a lot easier. And I need to make it thicker too, so it's a lot more, and it's less prone to breaking. So it is less prone from ripping apart, because as we all know, like the bow leg patients, usually they have those an interesting way of walking, so it might actually give the shoe a little bit of stress on the medial side. So I think if we can enhance the sturdiness on the medial side, that would actually fix the problem a lot and avoid any damage to the shoe.